At the very least, we get the ball up pitch, provided we can get the throw off, which we do. And it's a good catch.
How did you make that?
He's gonna try to screen out. Screen out the 20. Screen out the Whitey Beavers. Oh no! Does he have an apothecary? I don't think he has one. He's gonna spend it, and he's still dead. Oh my god! Oh no! Deccan's stare bag is dead! Dead! It's another cake! Oh my goodness! What is happening? See if he can get away. He cannot. He's gonna have to do this. Oh. Well, that certainly is the wrong monitor, eh? Good evening. It is the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League. The Ardents of Nuffle are up against the Horsemen. Why don't we fix this so we can look at the standings real quick? Getting there we go. Better Ball Week 2 standings. Ardents of Nuffle in first place with the Horsemen right behind them with 1 point. We haven't seen the Horsemen up yet. They played the Eagles in the first game, so that's the AI team, so it does not get streamed. I'm eager to look at their lineup, see what they have to offer here tonight. But first, let's take a look at what we know. It's the Ardents of Nuffle. They are unfortunately down a player in this game. They've only got 20k in the bank. They're going to have to take a Journeyman, unless, of course, they take a Merc. They are getting 90k in inducement money here. It's 990 versus 1080 TV. They could, theoretically, they could take a Merc if they want. If not, they're going to have to take the Journeyman. It's a mixed team competition, so the Journeyman is going to come from his pool of linemen. It's going to be a random pick of the linemen available to him. If he does go with the Journeyman, that'll be interesting with the 2 TRRs. With only 2 TRRs and having a player with Loner, the Journeyman will either have to be positioned in a way where he is just tying up players and not rolling dice, or he'll be taking the last action each turn, because you don't want to waste a TRR on Loner, of course. And if you do have to roll the TRR on Loner, you're in trouble and in real danger of a turnover. But the 10 men that are on his lineup, Clypheus says, no reason he can't act last and not roll dice. Sure, of course. We've got the High Elf Thrower. That is combined with these 3 Brett Blitzers. The Bretonian Blitzers, 7338 stat line. They have block, they have catch, they have dauntless. But look at Cuddy, the cat, Catan. That's a silent H. The Bretonian Blitzer, he was leveled up to level 2, and Clypheus decided to level him up with a diving catch. Diving catch gives him a +1 to his catches, but more importantly, allows him to catch a ball that's up to 1 space away. So he has decided to specialize this Blitzer as a receiver, and he will no doubt be a threat when combined with Hador here, the High Elf Thrower. Pretty standard thrower. He's got pass, he's got safe throw. 6 MA, not bad at all. 4 agility, fantastic. Decent strength of 3, and he's got the high armor value as a pro elf. As we mentioned before, there's 3 Brett Blitzers, and what's interesting about them is they have block, but they also have catch. So they pull double duty. They're very good on defense. They're very good on offense. They're just very expensive. Chaos Dwarf Bull Centaur is number 2 here in the lineup. He's got the key strength of 4. Very, very strong player. Not big guy strong, but strong nonetheless. But he has an MA of 6. He has sure feet and he has sprint. So he gets 3 GFIs per turn and he gets to re-roll them. That makes him a lightning fast player on the pitch, and with that strength of 4 can be very, very nasty to deal with. Often good use of a Bull Centaur will determine the outcome of games, and so I'm interested to see how Clypheus is going to decide to use this one cast Bull Centaur here on the pitch tonight. Clypheus says, wait, I'm playing a team called the Horsemen, but yet I'm the only team that actually has a Horseman? You are indeed. 3 Chaos Dwarf blockers, not bad. They all have block, which is great. They all have tackle. They all have thick skull. Tackle will negate any dodge skills. We'll see if that'll come into play in just a moment. And then 2 Vampire Thralls filling out the lineup. They're very fast, decent stat line, but their AV, of course, is pretty weak at an AV of 7. As mentioned earlier, only 2 TRRs. It is early in the competition, and so most teams are not going to have too many. And he's got 10K into Fan Factor here. I don't know if he paid for that or if he earned it in his first game. He must have earned it in his first game. But that'll help him here on the kickoff event table. He's only got 20K in the treasury. Can't really buy anything with that. He can combine that with his inducement money if he wants, which will bring him up to 110K that he gets to spend. We'll see if he does, because he is going to be up against Wenger, who is the league runner-up last season, and he is coaching the Horsemen. Wow! So this is another Alliance of Goodness team. Very similar. Not really similar at all, but it's coming out of the same pool that Griffs are coming out of. Wenger going with not 1, but 2 treemen. These treemen, these big guys, are nasty. They can't move very much. They have abysmal agility. They have the highest armor value in the game of 10. They have the highest strength of 6. They have Mighty Blow. They have Stand Firm. They have Strong Arm, which gives them a +1 on their throws, except for quick passes. They have Thick Skull. They have Throw Teammate. Their negative trait is Take Root. Take Root means if they fail their Take Root roll, they have to do a Take Root roll at the beginning of every action. If they roll a 1, they fail it. You can re-roll it, of course. But if you do fail it, you don't lose your tackle zones. You can no longer act, but you take root for the rest of the drive. That's the big detriment. However, a lot of players will think that's really, really bad. And, of course, it can be. But if you decide to not re-roll it, and you have your tree man in a position where he's still leveraging his tackle zones, and you know that the play is going to stay there, or that the drive's going to stay there, or you've funneled the drive there, your treemen aren't necessarily out of the drive. We saw that in the Griffs match in week 1, where the treeman was still still doing duty, even though he failed his take root roll on turn 2, and then the reroll was not elected, and so the treeman stayed in place. He was rooted down, but he was still exerting tackle zones, and he was still forcing the opposing team to make decisions around him. With 2 of them on this lineup, that's scary, man. These are very scary players, and it's, man, I am almost speechless thinking about how nightmarish these might be. But let's look through the rest of the lineup. There are 6 players with block. That is absolutely fantastic. 1 Wood Elf War Dancer. You can see he's leveled up, level 2. So he has block and dodge right out of the gate, which is fantastic. He also has leap, which we will talk about in just a minute. But Wenger decided to level him up with sidestep. I think sidestep on a blodger is a fantastic pick. Sidestep means that when you are pushed, which you are likely to be with block and dodge, you get to decide where you're pushed. Not only do you get to decide where you're pushed, but you don't have to be pushed backwards. You can sidestep. You can even be pushed forward. So a really, really powerful skill to take on a blodger, a player with block and dodge. He's got the 2 dwarf longbeards here. They have block, they have thick skull, they have tackle. 1 human blitzer. He's just out of the gate with a blitz skill. Not much more to say beyond that. The Troll Slayer, one of the keystones of a dwarven team. He's got an MA of 5, strength of 3, not great AG, but he's got block, he has Dauntless, and he has Frenzy. And then a final human blitzer in the 11th position here. Frenzy means that once you take a block, if you push, you must follow up and block again. This is a great way to push players out of position, but it's also a great way to find yourself taking an uphill block if you didn't think 2 spaces ahead or 2 turns ahead. So what are these 2 coaches going to do? I have absolutely no idea whatsoever. These 2 treemen are nightmares. They're going to be taking hits as long as they're allowed to take hits. Mighty Blow is a great skill. Strength 6 means he's always getting 2-die blocks, at least. We didn't talk about the halfling, but either of the treemen can throw the halfling. The treemen only have an AG of 1, but they do have strong arm, which gives them a +1 on any throw except a quick throw. That can throw a halfling over a defensive line, for example. They have an MA of 5, so long as they land on their feet, they can move up to 7, right? A 5 with 2 GFIs. The War Dancer. The War Dancer is a menace. He's got block, dodge, and sidestep. He only has an AV of 7, but he is so skilled up that he is going to be really, really difficult to take off the pitch. Not only to take off the pitch, but he's going to be really difficult to pin down on the pitch. I think Clypheus is going to have his work cut out for him trying to play against this War Dancer and keep him in check. If we look at Clypheus's lineup here, Clypheus has got that Bull Centaur. That Bull Centaur can put in work. He can be anywhere on the pitch whenever he needs to be there. He's got a strength of 4. That means so long as he's not going up against those treemen, he's getting a 2-die block. He's forcing his opponent to put 3 strength 3 players, or 1 strength 3 player and 2 assists just to get a 2-die block coming back at him. He's got a whole lot of block himself, 6 players with block. He's got the Bretonian Blitzers, which are a player I really enjoy with block and catch. They've got the catch skill, they've got the block skill, they all have Dauntless. He's got this one Blitzer with a diving catch. Both teams with really interesting picks for their level 2s. I have absolutely no idea where this is going to go. Both teams with 2 TRRs. I'm really excited to see what happens here. I think the throwing game is a real menace here with both teams. I think those treemen, Clypheus can go either way. He can try to lock them down. He can try to steer clear of them. I think Wenger can use them in multiple ways. Putting the treemen on a cage is a little risky. They only have an MA of 2, so I don't know if we'll see that, but maybe we will. I have absolutely no idea. So I think we're about to get started here. I'll see if both coaches are ready to go. And man, oh man, this is going to be really fun to watch. I wonder if Clypheus is going to use his inducement. I'm sure he will. He'll have enough to get. He'll have enough to get a extra team training, I believe. But I think he might have enough to get a merc of some sort if he wants it as well. We'll wait for the coaches to get through their inducement phase. Man, that's something I really hope they change in Blood Bowl 3. I think the inducement phase is a very interesting phase of the game, and it's a little bit of a shame that you don't get to see it while the coaches are choosing their inducements. Looks like we're ready to go here. All right. Who is setting up first? It looks like the Ardents of Nuffle are setting up first, so they'll be on defense. And Wenger and the Horsemen are going to be on offense. Who's got the fame advantage? Neither team ended up with the fame advantage here. Clypheus ended up taking a Bloodweiser Babe. Fair enough. He wants to keep his players on the pitch. 2 TRRs a pop. Man, I don't have a favorite. It's anyone's game. Clear skies here. Remember, the weather can change in the blink of an eye. Every kickoff is a roll on the kickoff events table, and that could change the weather. We could see rain, we could see a blizzard, we could see sweltering heat. Clypheus is still setting up his line here on defense. He's got 3 men on the line right now. He's decided to spread them thin. Nope. 3 seconds left. He's going to go 3 strong on the right-hand side. He's got 1 player in the safety position. That's the thrower. Why not? It protects the thrower. And now Wenger and the Horsemen with a 5-man line right now. The 2 tree men in the guard position. They've got the number 8 Longbeard, the manager J.J. Dillon. 2 players in the wide zone. Here's the kickoff. Quick snap. All players of the Horsemen may move 1 adjacent square. Good kickoff event here to start the game off. Yeah, he's going to tie up some players with that treeman. Saves an MA by moving toward the ball. Moves the number 8 treeman over to the right-hand side of the line. Tightens up the right wide zone, tightens up the left wide zone. Wow, well done. Picks the ball up right off the scatter, doesn't have to make the roll, and turn 1 is underway here for this Week 2 matchup. Clypheus with a Hobgoblin right on the line. That's the journeyman. Tycom Stone Ghost. He has the loner skill. Loner means that if he wants to spend a TRR, he has to roll a die first. If he gets a 4+, he's allowed to spend use the TRR like normal. Otherwise, he doesn't get to use the TRR, and the TRR is still spent. Clypheus setting up to block down this line. He's going to have a skilled block with the number 8 Longbeard to start with. War Dancer flies down the left-hand side of the pitch. That's that MA of 8. And a cage is set up. 2-die block. Taken with the Tree Man. He's going to push away the Chaos Dwarf blocker, and he will follow up. Of course he will. He has a strength of 6. He's afraid of nobody. Block skill works out against the Journeyman. Final block on the line here will be against the number 6 Chaos Dwarf blocker, Blot Sneezy Grimbad. Wants to get the assist to make it 2 dice. Only gets a push out of it. No need to follow up. That Tree Man is taking care of business. Here comes a foul. Gets a stun out of it. He was looking for more. That's what Hobgoblins are for. 2-die block with the second Tree Man. This one's gonna be a knockdown. Well done. Good turn 1 for the Horsemen. Back to the Ardents of Nuffle here on defense. What do they want to do? They do not want to mess around with this Tree Man, but those Chaos Dwarf blockers only have an AG of 2. They don't want to dodge either. First order of business for Clyface is a reset in front of this cage. I think that's a good decision. Oh, he's going to get aggressive. Looks like he's setting up for a blitz on the front left corner of the cage here. Against the number 10 Troll Slayer. Total package, Lex Luger. Man, I wish I knew more about wrestling and I could make a wrestling quote. I'm really excited for this game. I really have no idea which way it's going to go. 1 minute to play in turn 1. Setting up that blitz. Gonna blitz with the number 3 blitzer, perhaps. Here it comes. 2-die blitz. Clean hit. Does he follow up? Looks like he does. He gets a tackle zone on the ball carrier. That War Dancer has dodge. "33 seconds. Life is shifting hard to the left, covering the left sideline. He needs to be careful about this hole right here. There's a big hole that this cage can move through. And he covers it very well with that Bull Centaur who can move anywhere. This Tree Man will be able to stay on this cage so long as the cage moves only 2. He can GFI with the Tree Man, of course. But if he moves any faster than that, the Tree Man's going to have to get left behind. Yeah, tried to dodge away from the Tree Man, decides not to spend the TRR. I think that's a good not to spend it. He left a couple players on the table over here. And we'll see. They're not really out of the drive, but we'll see if Wenger can take advantage of this and maybe try to split the team up. First order of business for turn 2 is to move the Tree Man on the cage forward and then take a block on the right-hand side of the line. 2-die block, good hit. Knocking down a dwarf is always powerful. With an MA of 4, they only get 1 MA on their next turn after their stand-up. Failed to take root roll. Is he gonna spend it? He does not spend the reroll. And so now number 3 is gonna stay there for the rest of the drive. We'll see if he's eliminated from the drive or not. I think this is good positioning for him. This still gives Wenger and the Horsemen, man, that's really tough to say, leverage with him. They've still got to cross this center line. They can move laterally, and the Tree Men can help make that happen. So I think he's okay with this rooted Tree Man. Yeah, easy peasy dodge. Setting up the cage over on the right-hand side here. Well done. You can see he took that forward movement as the first order of business with the number 4 tree man. If you can be moving them forward on offense, you want to be. You want to keep them in the drive as long as you can. And they usually don't mind tying up. They can go base with just about everyone. Unless Clypheus really wants to dedicate a whole lot of players to knocking him down. Turn 2 for the Ardents of Nuffle. And now they're finding themselves with a few players off to the left. You can see Wenger is indeed trying to split his defense apart. He's going to take the block he was given with the Troll Slayer. Look at him take him off the pitch. Doesn't do it, but the Troll Slayer did his job, and he's eaten up an action of one of these 3 players. The other 2 are now free. They really, unless they go behind the cage, which is dangerous, they can't get through here. The Treeman is covering these tackle zones, and then the Blitzer's covering these tackle zones. The fearless Journeyman Hobgoblin stands back up. Yes, indeed. And so you see Clypheus moving these players back in front of the ball, or rather trying to get in front of the ball. Oh, wow, taking the blitz on the tree man. Dauntless works out. Good use of Dauntless. And now that tree man, he only has an MA of 2. It costs 3 MA to stand. So the way the rules work for that is if he wants to stand back up, he has to roll a die first. If he rolls a 4+, he's allowed to stand back up, and then he can GFI like normal. Otherwise, he stays prone on the ground. It's not a turnover, however. Excellent use of Dauntless by Clypheus. And now he's freed up center pitch. He can move this Blitzer straight across. Yes, indeed. Well done. Gotta be careful. Probably gonna dodge with the throw. I don't know. Maybe he's okay with tying them up. He'll eat a block. But at least it's eating up one of these 2 players. He's already spent his blitz. Just gonna take the 1 die block and it's gonna work out. Well done. Follows up, and that Journeyman, man, or that Thrall rather, he is putting in some work. He's got a tackle zone on the War Dancer. He will almost certainly eat a 2 die block coming back, but you know, eating that block means that's 1 player that's doing nothing but blocking you back, so he's staying put. Turn 3 for the Horsemen. Lex Luger over here tying up this Brett Blitzer. Two die block with that big tree man. Knocks down the Hobgoblin, but the Hobgoblin stays on the pit. .57 seconds to play. Wenger deciding his options here. He's free to go down the right wide zone. He's going to take that block. Stands up the number 9 Blitzer to do it. Takes the blitz, pushes him inward. So it looks like he is going to commit to the right wide zone. This is going to give Clypheus an opportunity to collapse down on the cage and prevent any further lateral movement. This is good for Clypheus, potentially good for Clypheus. This means instead of having to cover the entire pitch, he can cover just about half of it. But I think Wenger's doing the right thing here. He's got an open gap here. Why not take it? You can be defended and make some forward progress. Takes that one die block, gets a push out of it. It's all he really needs. Looks like 2 players left to go with 17 seconds. Another one die block. It's skilled. Both players have the block skill, so they'll both remain standing. And the drive continues. The number 11 Blitzer gonna take a one die block, and this one works out. A series of one die blocks, all told, work out fairly well. And now turn 3 coming up for Clypheus. Clypheus is going to have to spend, I don't know if he has to, but he'll probably spend his blitz on this number 1 lineman. He wants to shut down this right wide zone. But if he thinks he can do it, he can go after the ball carrier. He's got a tackle zone on the halfling. Two-die block is a clean hit against the number 11 Blitzer. These are two teams with decent armor value. There are a few AV11 players on the pitch. But for example, like the War Dancer, he's AV7. There's a 2-die block against the War Dancer, but as I was just about to say, he's really hard to take down. There's only one face on the die that'll knock him down, and any push is really in his advantage. Blitz is still on the table. Did I say dodge him and sidestep? He's got the sidestep skill. 1 minute left in turn 3. Look at this guy. You see this guy? Doing the little finger to the throat thing? Man, that's just mean. Bull Centaur moves forward in front of this would-be cage. He's going to assist on a 2-die block. Gets a push out of it. And follows up with the Brett Blitzer. Look at this jerk face. Look at him. He doesn't know how brittle he is. 15 seconds left to play. About half the team left to do something with. Here comes the blitz. He's going to take the blitz on the halfling. Oh no. Gets the KO out of it. Well done. You know what? That's not bad. When I see somebody blitz from a tackle zone, I wonder why, but going against a strength 2 player, not too bad, and he gets to tie up the Longbeard as well, so pretty good play. 1 second left. Too deep in front of the number 1 lineman. Takes a 1-die block way over the left-hand side of the pitch. Gets a push out of it. Doesn't follow up. The Troll Slayer no longer tied up. He's got options. Turn 4 for the Horsemen. Excellent play by both teams so far. If Wenger wants, they can cage up right here for free. We'll see if he wants to get more aggressive than that. Passes the 50-50 roll to stand up the number 4 Treeman. If he wants to move, he's got a GFI. But he gets a GFI like normal, so he gets 2, even though he only has an MA of 2. Decides not to. And now that free Troll Slayer is going to run as fast as he can towards the right-hand side of the pitch. Ooh, 1 die block. I'll have to spend the TRR. Doesn't work out. Unfortunate. Unskilled block against a skilled player. Took the risk, didn't work out. Now the Ardents of Nuffle are going to have an opportunity to get after this ball here on the final turn of the first quarter. 2 die block coming up against the number 9 Blitzer. Good hit. He'll follow up. Oh, that's a good stun. Well done, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. All I know about that guy, he's the woo guy, right? "90 seconds to play." He can blitz with the Chaos Dwarf blocker. Two die block. This is against the Longbeard. Works out. Follows up with number 4, another Bretonnian Blitzer. That's 2 tackle zones on the ball carrier. If he's gonna blitz with the blocker, that gives him more opportunities to snag this ball on the scatter. Nope, he's gonna blitz with the Bull Centaur instead. 2 dice, unskilled. Not gonna work out. It's gonna be a dodge push. Spends the TRR. Wow. Wow. And he gets stunned for his trouble. 2 turns in a row, 1 for each team where an unskilled block did not work out. And now the Horsemen have an opportunity to regroup here and get their offense chugging along again. They've got a full quarter to do it. Oh man, that was another failed take root. Is he going to spend the TRR or not? Does not. So both treemen are now rooted. And they will not be in the drive for much longer. 2 die blocks a push in front of the would-be cage anyway. Here comes the blitz on the number 4 Brett Blitzer. He's only going to get a push, but he's going to push to get another block on him. Interestingly, he doesn't follow up. 3 die block. Oh, right in the head. Another really good stun. Wow, 3 players all stunned right around the ball. War Dancer's now freed up to do something, but will he? He might just move him back to the left-hand side of the pitch. Yes, indeed he will. I think that is not a bad play at all. Decided to go for the extra movement there instead of ending back here and maybe getting a 3 points on the cage rather. But he's probably still fine. Remember, again, even though he only has an AV of 7, he's got block and dodge and sidestep. So he's really tough to take down, even with a 2-die block. Number 1 lineman dodges and moves forward down the right-hand wide zone. 1-die block back over to the left against the number 3 blitzer is going to be a push. Pushes them further away from the ball carrier. Turn 5 now. Ardents of Nuffle are going to start their second quarter. And once again, they find themselves needing to reposition their defense. A lot of Chaos players, a lot of Chaos Dwarf players. Dwarven players, once they get past, man, it is really tough for them to reposition and get back in front of the ball. Dwarven players really, really need to stay in front of the ball to stay effective. But he has an opportunity if he wants. Well, I don't know if he wants to go after the ball carrier or not. We'll see what he does. It looks like he's going to block or blitz the Troll Slayer. But if he's not careful, this War Dancer is going to dodge and score on turn 6. We'll see what he does. He might need to dodge the number 3 blitzer out. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the play is. He's got to get players in front of this War Dancer, though. There's one. If that's all he can bring over, that's tough. I think he's gonna blitz the Troll Slayer. Otherwise, I have to imagine Venger's gonna take the 1-die block with the Troll Slayer. He's gonna take the blitz over to the left. He's gonna get a push out of it. He'll push him off the Brett Blitzer so the Brett Blitzer can move. Oh, no, he will not. Is he gonna take a block with the Brett Blitzer? Nope, he's gonna dodge. Alright, he's gonna try to get him in front of the ball. I think he probably wants to go here. No, he's gonna get him on the ball carrier. He's gonna force the dodge. Maybe that might even be a better play. Oh, and he gets an injury over the right-hand side of the pitch. Well done. Damage back. Wow. Apothecary's used. No casualty. Good use of the Apothecary. He'll come off the pitch for this drive. Or no, he was stunned, I think. Spent his blitz. He's getting all sorts of tackle zones on this Troll Slayer. He doesn't want this Troll Slayer to get this block on the number 10 Thrall. But this Troll Slayer does have... No, I don't think the Troll Slayer can do anything. This is a pretty good play. Pretty good play by Clypheus. Now Venger's got to rely on the dodging ability of the War Dancer. He might blitz to score. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So a blitz is 1 GFI. That might be the way to go here. Really good defense by Clypheus. Wow. Really took that Troll Slayer out of the equation. So the Troll Slayer has Dauntless. If he passes his Dauntless roll, he would equal the strength of the Thrall, but he's looking at a -3 here due to the assists. So it would still be an uphill block. Decides to dodge blitz instead. And that's gonna do it. Well done to Wenger here. He's gonna score, and he's gonna go up 1-0 here in the first half. Excellent play by both teams. Wow. Sting. The Sting, naturally. Holy smokes. Wenger really finding a way to make that offense work. Clive is doing everything he can to keep that defense in front of the ball. Outstanding play by both coaches. I am flabbergasted. Wow. Really excellent first 5 turns of the game. We've got turn 6 coming up here for Clypheus. He'll be on offense. Both teams have 1 team reroll remaining. SP Beaver says, hey, how's this game going? It is a fantastic game so far. I keep saying it over and over, but man, I am speechless. Both coaches are playing phenomenally well. I had no idea how this game would go going into the game. I have no idea how the game's going to continue, but it's a really good game so far. Wenger with a 4-man line, both treatment on the line naturally. Clypheus going with a massive 6-man line, 2 wide. Interesting choice here. We'll see if he keeps the 6-man line. I can't imagine he wants to. Wow. He's got 8 men on the line right now. 9 men on the line. Wow. Wow. I think he's looking for a way to make the blocks work on the tree men. He might leverage Dauntless to make this work. All right, we'll see. Wow, what a line. I don't think I've ever seen 9 men on the line before. Quick snap. Ardents of Nuffle. Now they have an opportunity to move a free square. Second verse, same as the first. Brett Blitzer is over towards the right-hand side of the line. They're gonna cross the center line. So does the Chaos Dwarf blocker. All 3 players on the right side of the line advance forward. Bull Centaur moves 1 space back. Wow, what a kick. Wenger with a fantastic kick. Holy smokes. Look at that kick. What a phenomenal kick. That was without a kicker, too. So Clypheus on the back foot here to grab this ball. "77 seconds left in turn 6. Ardents of Nuffle trying to find a way to make these blocks work. Takes the blitz on the right hand, in the right hand wide zone rather. Works out with the block skill, gets a stun. Advances with the blitzer. He's going to get a tackle zone on number 11, Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig. Man, I really wish I knew wrestlers. 45 seconds to play. Gonna take a 1-die block. Both standing. That's not enough. He's looking to start getting some assists. Bull Centaur shifts to the right. Dauntless works out. 2-die block against the tree man. Well done. Stand Firm keeps the tree man put, but that's enough to try to get this engine rolling here. 2-die block with the journeyman works out. Two-die block against Kastorf blocker also works out. And now he'll get 3, 4, 5, 6. He'll get a 1-die block. Or he'll just leverage Dauntless. Fair enough. Gets a push out of it, but Stand Firm's going to keep the tree man in place. That's not going to free up the this player. He still has the free thrall. Good pickup by the thrower. Does he have any movement left? 2 GFIs. I doubt he will risk it. Though he may. He's only has 3 turns left. Decides not to. Trying to create some space here on the right-hand side of the pitch in the right wide zone. Good dodge by the number 10 Thrall. He needs space. He needs to get players down pitch safely so he can try to score with the 2 turns he's going to have remaining. Turn 7 for the Horsemen. 1 TRR remaining for both teams. Passes the stand-up roll. Stands up the treeman. He's going to tie up 4 players right now. And now a blitz. The blitz on this poor Brett. Blitzer's only going to be a push. He'll get a frenzy follow-up, but he gets the assist. Good use of frenzy. Brett Blitzer's knocked down. And if he wants to get further downfield, if he stands up and wants to get further downfield, he's going to have to dodge twice. Two-die block with the tree man against the number 5 Blitzer. Good hit. Tree man stays in place to tie up this Kastorf blocker. He also doesn't want to advance him forward with only an MA of 2. He wants to try to keep him in the drive as much as possible. Sends 1 lineman down to the backfield to threaten the passer. It's going to send the blitzer as far as he can as well. Turn 7 for the Ardents and Nuffle. This passer is in danger. He is not safe at this point. If he wants to guarantee safety of the ball, he's going to have to get rid of it on this turn. But that's going to involve a pass. Otherwise, he can try to cage up the ball, the thrower, but then that leaves him 1 turn to score. He's got to get in a scoring position at the very least on this turn. Two-die block with the Bull Centaur. Knocks that tree man down. Needs a massive 11 plus to break the armor on these tree men. They have an AV of 10. It's the highest AV you can have in Blood Bowl. Kastorf blocker ties up the number 11 Blitzer. 2-die block against the Troll Slayer. He pushes him but doesn't follow up. Stands up the Blitzer. He saved the Blitzer from a surf. He's got to get rid of this ball. Here's the pass. Good pass. Good catch. Well done by Clypheus. Now he needs to protect the ball carrier. He can do it. He's got 1, 2. He's got 2 free players to cage up with. Decides not to cage up with the number 9 Thrall. He wants to get some tackle zones between the rest of the team and the ball carrier. Plus he gets an assist here on that block. Frees up the Hobgoblin Journeyman. Hobgoblin Journeyman dodges, and he will take position on the cage instead. 1 die block against the Chaos Dwarf blocker. It's going to be a both standing result. Number 5 stands up and moves towards the right side of the pitch, and I think that's going to do it here for turn 7. Clypheus in scoring position right now. The ball carrier can make it with 2 GFIs as it stands. He's got 1 more player slightly further down pitch. We'll see if Venger decides to... I can't imagine he's going to waste his blitz on the thrower. So Venger, what he could do here, if he wants to risk it, they're both skilled players. He could take the 1 die block against the Blitzer, hope for a push, and then block again, and that'll move some players out of position with a chain push, and that'll get the Troll Slayer on the ball carrier. And he's going to take the block on the ball carrier instead. It's going to work out. Where's the ball going to scatter? Well, look at that! Look at that Bruce Lee Kung Fu kick. Is he gonna dodge with the War Dancer and try to pick the ball up? I can't imagine. I think he's safe at this point. Dodge is out. Yeah, 2 die block. If he can get the... Yes, indeed. That's it. No other players are in scoring position, I do not believe. Yep, that'll do it. Well done by Venger here on defense. He's going to get a tackle zone on the thrower. 1 die block over here by the tree man, or 2 die block rather, is going to be a clean hit. Gets a stun out of it. He's looking for a little more. Another 2 die block with the tree man assisting. Looking for casualties. Fishing for casualties. He's got another block he can take. Yeah, he'll get an assist here for another 2 die block on the number 9 Thrall. Only has an AV of 7. Only gets a push. Oh, I would have thought he'd push him over here. But fair enough. Nope, he wants to take the 1 die block. Might as well spend the TRR. Yeah, both standing results. Nice effort. Turn 8 for the Ardents of Nuffle. They cannot score, but they can try for some SPP. Two die block, double skulls. Double Skulls spent the TRR because he had to. Oh, and he got injured for his troubles. That was the loner journeyman, and he's going to be out of the game. And that's going to do it for the first half. 1-0. The Horsemen are in the lead. And now the Ardents of Nuffle are going to go back on to offense. They're going to get another crack at it here. The Horsemen got back their knockout halfling. So I believe it's going to be 11 v 10 at this point. Yes, indeed. We'll see if Clypheus stays with this setup. He lost the journeyman here, so he doesn't have his 9th player. I think this is really risky. If he believes in Dauntless, he can make it happen. If he wants to block down the whole line. Looks like he's going to do it. 8-man line. He fills in the gap. Seven-man line. He's taking one player off. He takes the number 5 Bretonnian Blitzer off the line. Moves him into the left wide zone. That fills the left wide zone. He takes the number 10 Thrall off the line to fill up the right wide zone. That's a 5-man line. Now we're down to a 4-man line. And he says, no, thank you. I do not want to try that again. Number 3, Brett Blitzer, comes off the line, pulls back a bit for some caging duties. He's going to stick with the 5-man line here. He's going to try to leverage Dauntless. Try to leverage Dauntless to take out the Tree Man and then get a 2-die block on the Longbeard. Interesting formation. Wow. 3 seconds left. Very interesting formation. I'm eager to see what he plans to do with this formation here. Changing weather, but unfortunately for us, it stays nice. Another decent kick here by Wenger. Turn 9. Man, what a game. Wenger kicks to the weak side. It's a decent kick. Moving up to assist on the Treeman. Doesn't really need it. Passes the Dauntless roll. Gets a 2-die block out of it. To knock down the Treeman. The Treeman's going to stay down with Stand Firm. And now he'll get a 2-die block on the Longbeard. Gets a push out of it. He can push him to the, yeah, you can push him to the side and follow up and get another 2-die block. Here we go. And this time it works out. Trying to even up the players on the pitch. Not this time. Clafius blocks down the 2 defensive ends on the right-hand side. Pushes forward over the center line. And now he's looking to set up a cage and get an offense going. Remember, he's got a passing game. We saw that. It looked like a long pass. We saw that long pass in the first half. He can do it again here in the second. Blitz coming up. 2-die blitz. Good hit. Against the poor human lineman, number 1, Widowmaker Barry Windham. If he's not careful, he'll be a widow himself. Good pickup by the thrower. He's going to pass. Good catch. That's the value of those Brett Blitzers. They all have the catch skill. Accurate pass, good catch, and now Angus the Beast Acker. He gets a chance to move. I have to imagine he's going to be moving over here. Yes, indeed he is. Oh, not too far. Interesting. He's got to be real careful of a Tree Man blitz here. Treeman can blitz the number 5 blitzer, follow up, and get a tackle zone on the ball carrier. First turn of the second half here for the Horsemen. Not going to take the blitz. They're going to stand up the Treeman instead. 2-die block. On the line. Good hit. And Wenger's going to start getting to work at trying to break this team up somehow. Second treatment moves in on the faux cage. He's tying up 2 players right now. 2-die block over the right wide zone. Chaos Dwarf blocker knocked to the ground. He's only going to have 1 MA when he stands back up. Look at that guy with his pot for a hat. He knows fashion. He knows high fashion. Here comes the foul with the halfling. Doesn't get anything out of it, but he's going to stay on the pitch. The ref didn't see it. Couldn't see beyond these 2 tree men. SB Beaver says works as a better helmet than a mohawk. Maybe. Wenger putting immense pressure on this faux cage. Sends the player back into the safety position. Smart play. Always want to make sure you can be ahead of the ball. 1-die block on the Thrall is going to be a frenzy follow-up. Good hit. Thrall only has an AV of 7, but he will stay on the pitch. Gets stunned, though. That's a good stun. When we talk about good and bad stuns, good stun is a stun that takes a key player out for a turn. So this player was right on the ball carrier, and now he's doing nothing for 1 turn. Turn 10 for the Ardents of Nuffle. They are down a player. They're looking to make something happen here. Wenger 2 deep on the right wide zone. He could take a block with the Chaos Dwarf blocker, move the Bull Centaur down pitch. Bull Centaur can't really catch, though. Might be better served trying to find a way to cage up. 2-die block's going to result in a push against the number 10 Troll Slayer. Pushes him forward, tries to get some separation between his front line and the ball carrier. Rather than his other option would have been to try to move the Troll Slayer out of position. Gets a second block this time with the Bull Centaur, also a push. And now the Troll Slayer might be out of position. Very interesting choice. So he's cut off the right sideline. Where's the ball carrier gonna go? Oh, wow. Okay. Ball carrier's going to go to the right sideline here. He's in trouble. Is he going to dodge somebody to make this corner work? Once go it 1-die blitz is going to work out against the halfling. Halfling only has an AV of 6. He gets stunned, but is miraculously going to stay on the pitch. One skill we didn't talk about with the War Dancer. The War Dancer has leap. So where is this War Dancer? This War Dancer's over here. This leap skill is an easy way to get in on a cage and go after a ball carrier. Number 9 Thrall ties up the number 2 lineman. I think this is a decent trade. Maybe not in the long term, but definitely for the game. Two-die block to kick off turn 10 for the Horsemen is going to result in a push. Treeman's going to get a block. Three-die block with the Treeman, with the number 4 Treeman coming up on the Chaos Dwarf blocker. There it is. Good hit. I missed an opportunity to call it a tree die block. Number 3, Tree Man, gets to move towards the ball carrier. Will he move him here? Or here? I'm not sure. He's going to move him straight back. He's going to get an assist on this block against the number 7 Chaos Dwarf blocker. Both players are skilled, but it's a 2-die block to the War Dancer. $50 seconds to play in turn 10. Clypheus looking for a way to penetrate this defense. Wenger not letting it happen. Here's the Frenzy follow-up. 2-die Frenzy follow-up. Very good use of Frenzy. Very good play by Wenger. Gets a very good stun out of it as well. Clypheus running out of actionable players. Might need to take turn 11 to just reset and regroup. Maybe block down the lineman and then just run away. Not before a 1-die blitz. Has to spend the TRR. Only gets a push out of it. The Horseman down to 1 TRR. 1-die YOLO blitz against the ball carrier. If it would have worked out, the Horseman may very well have put away this game. There's that 2-die block way behind the ball that we were discussing. Only results in a push. That might be it, unless he wants to take another 1-die block. Looks like he does. No, he's going to dodge. Well done. So now moving this lineman down pitch, that's somebody he can pass to. That's somebody that he can put pressure behind the ball with. That's something that Clypheus needs to consider. Maybe pulling somebody back to be wary of. Always good to have a player down pitch in case you gain control of the ball, and then you can chuck it away for a score. Two-die block against the number 11 blitzer, knocks him down on the sideline. Currently has a 1-die block against the number 1 lineman. He could make it a 2-die block if he wants. That would leave the blitzer free to run down pitch, but he would not be protected. Looks like he's trying to... Oh, wow. GFI, he's going to have to spend the TRR. Oh, what's the plan here? Is he trying to throw it? Is that the plan? No, he's going to set up the cage here. Can he make it happen? Who's going to be the 4th man on the cage? Looks like he's going to go with a 3-point cage. This lineman's going to be able to take a 1-die block, 1-die blitz. That Wenger might take unless the Chaos Dwarf blocker dodges, but he doesn't want to dodge. One-die block with the Bull Centaur. If he doesn't follow up with the Bull Centaur, maybe the Bull Centaur gets there? But nope, he's going to set up for the Surf next turn. We'll see if Wenger decides to take this 1-die block with Mongo McMichael. Is that a wrestler? Really? 30 seconds to play in turn 11 for the Ardents of Nuffle. And that's it. Turn 11 back to the Horsemen. brave little halfling who survived that block's gonna play some defense, play some coverage here in safety. Players shifting left to cover this left wide zone, get in front of this cage. 3 die block. Mighty Blow works out, gets a stun on Frizz Dopey Vanderwall. The Treeman putting in work to split this team up. Dauntless Roll works out. Knocks down the Bull Centaur. And that's going to free up the player on the sideline to not get surfed and to get back and play some D. Well done by Wenger. Blitz is spent, so there's not going to be a crazy blitz on the ball carrier. Instead, he's just going to get a tackle zone on the ball carrier. This is a blitzer. He doesn't have dodge. He only has an AG of 3. He might very well risk the dodge. It's not bad odds. He still has a TRR. SB says, yes, he was a wrestler. He was a member of the Four Horsemen as well. Of course, the Four Horsemen. I didn't know that, there was Jeff, Clyde, Raziel, and Jefferson, the fourth horseman, the horsiest of the horsemen. A minute 45, turn 12, Ardents of Nuffle. Trying to find a way to crack this defense. Both players playing exceptionally well, but you can see how Wenger has leveraged the tree man here, and he's separated the Ardents of Nuffle into 2 separate camps here, 2 little squads, and that's not good for the Ardents of Nuffle. Handoff to the thrower, gets the ball back into the hands of the thrower. But that's going to do it for the blitzer. Blitzer's going to stay put. Blitz with the Bull Centaur, he stands up. Blitzes the Troll Slayer. Really hard to take dwarves off the pitch with their AV of 8. They also all have thick skull. I don't know if they all have thick skull, but I think they all have thick skull. Yeah, so we talked about this a few turns ago. He's kind of stepping back, trying to regroup. Failed catch. He doesn't get to use the TRR because the blitzer has the catch skill, and you can see down here he failed it on the automatic reroll. SB Beaver says I missed thick skull. Turn 12, final turn of the third quarter. Wenger with an opportunity to snag the ball. The little halfling coming in for an assist. 3 die block. Well done. SP Beaver says elves have squishy skulls. That they do. Until you get block and dodge on them, and then block, dodge, and sidestep, and then they're impossible to take down. Squishy skull or not, you can't squish it if you can't knock them down. Budumeka Berry Wyndham moves back to the right side of the pitch just in case. This is good play by Wenger. You can see here he doesn't overextend. He's still playing defense. He's in the lead. He knows it. Still has a blitz on the table. Here it comes. Here's the blitz. On the blitzer, clean hit. And he gets an injury out of it. Oh my goodness, well done. That's going to give the Horsemen a two-player advantage. It's 11v9 right now. Does he stand up the... Who wants to go after this ball? Maybe he doesn't even want to pick up the ball. Nope, he does. He's going to spend the TRR. Good pickup by the number 11 blitzer, Mr. Perfect. SPV, we're talking wrestling. Teaching me the ways of WWF, I think. Perhaps WCW? ACW? Are these things that I'm saying? Two-die block against Kastorf. Blocker is going to be a push, but he's going to get a tree man on this cage here, this would-be cage. This is good enough, though. See, again, he's splitting up the team. Yes, well done. And there's the cage, and just like that, the Horseman securing this ball. This thrall here, he's closed this gap right here, and so now the thrower doesn't get a free one-die blitz in case he wanted to risk that. He can't do it now. Clyface and the Ardents of Nuffle have 1 quarter left to try to get this ball back and try to score before the Horsemen do. If they do, they will almost certainly put this ball game away. You can see there how the thrower had to move all the way around this due to this positioning of Mongo McMichael. So Clypheus here, he's looking to play a little defense. Looks like he's setting up for a blitz here, and he's getting players in front of the cage. This is all well and good. He needs to start thinking about leaving a player in scoring position, because he is down, and even if he gets the ball back, he's got to score. Tying up a bunch of players. Blitzes the War Dancer. 2-die blitz, good hit. Finally gets a hit on the War Dancer trying to take this guy off the pitch. He only has an AV of 7. And he doesn't do it, unfortunately. Still has plenty of movement left with the Bull Centaur. He's only going to move him forward 1. One-die block behind the cage. This is going to work out. That's a tackle zone on the ball carrier. The ball carrier is just a human blitzer. AV of 3, no ball carrying skills. Turn 13 for the Horsemen. No TRRs remaining. So action order is critical. Wenger considering his options. He doesn't even need to score so much. It's just prevent a score from the Ardents. Oh, wow! The treatment on a 3-die block gets a death against Blot. Sneezy Grimbad, the Chaos Dwarf blocker. The Apothecary doesn't exist. And now the Ardents of Nuffle see themselves 3 men behind. Clavius says, Nuffle welcomes him home. Venger looking to secure the ball carrier. If Clavius is unable to grab the ball until late into the quarter, and Venger feels the ball carrier is at risk, we might even see a punt. Blitz coming up. 2-die blitz on the other Chaos Dwarf blocker. This is going to be a push. Not quite a setup for a surf. But he does push him to the sideline. Good dodge by the number 9 blitzer. And there's Stunty at work for the halfling to move forward one space a little too far by accident. He'll set up the final corner of the cage. He only has an AV of 6, but you just need a man there to make it an effective cage. 3 seconds to go. Excellent ball game by both coaches so far. Tully Blanchard just kind of shimmying back and forth, getting in some sprints. Turn 14 for the Ardents. They gotta get this ball back. How are they gonna do it? First up, 2-die block. Good block. Good stun. Blitz. Going hard against the War Dancer. Not gonna work out. Spends the TRR. Wow. he wants that War Dancer gone. But it's not gonna work out this time. Neither team with the TRR remaining. No blitz remaining. No way to get at that ball carrier. SP Beaver says TRRs are overrated. No. No, they're not. Thrower this time playing some aggressive defense. He's going to get a tackle zone on the halfling. Chaos Dwarf blocker number 7 gets a tackle zone on the blitzer. The front of the cage tied up. One die block way over to the left of the action. Gets a push out of it. That's a good push. That's going to prevent the block coming back due to the assist from the Thrall. Takes the uphill block. And it works out. That was amazing. Uphill block works out for the Chaos Dwarf blocker. He is probably going to eat 3 dice coming back here. Three turns to go for the Horsemen. Just 2 left for the Ardents of Nuffle. If they want to tie this game up, they've got to get a player into scoring position on turn 15. The War Dancer threatening as a receiver. Tree man moving to the left. 2-die block. Frenzy follow-up. This one works out. Didn't want to take the 3-die block with the tree man. Instead, he wants to free up the tree man and move him around. One minute to play in turn 14. "36 seconds, deciding what to do." Still has his blitz. He's gonna play it safe. He's gonna cage up. 1-die block's not gonna work out. Skulls. But he's okay with that. Ric Flair gets stunned. But that is all right. Turn 15 for the Ardents of Nuffle. If they have any hope of tying this game, one player's got to be left in scoring position, and they got to get this ball. There we go. Dean Malenko is knocked out. He's off the pitch. Two-man player advantage for the Horsemen now instead of 3. I don't know what the play is, man. You might just have to maybe set up a 2-die block here and then get a 1-die blitz here. Hope to pick up the ball and then with someone else, I guess, so you can pass it. I don't know. Looks like that's indeed what he's going to do. He's going to set up. He's got the thrower over here. He's got to do a blitz to block, which he can't do. So he's gonna have to dodge to get after the ball carrier. I don't know what the play is. Looks like he's gonna do it. Nope, he's gonna blitz on the corner of the cage instead. We'll see if he tries to get a player on the other side of the ball carrier to force some dodges or not. Maybe blocks with... Nope, he's going to block with this player instead. Gets skulls. And it's going to be turn 15. I don't... Well, he's got the Bull Centaur that can still score, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, he cannot. So that looks like it's going to be the ball game. Clypheus has nobody in scoring position. Wenger just looking to lay on some hits. Maybe try to score. Really well played game by both teams. This was super fun to watch. Really interesting lineups. You don't see goofy lineups like this, obviously, in normal Blood Bowl. You're only going to see this mixed team competition. It was very interesting to see them played. And I think both teams played very, very well. It was a super fun game to watch. That first half was absolutely stellar. Second half was really good too. It was just, you know, really good defense here by the Horsemen. It was hard to crack, especially when you're down players right from the get-go. Final turn for the Ardents of Nuffle. The best they can do is just try to prevent a score. Try to get some parting shots, maybe a foul. 2-die block against the Troll Slayer. This will work out. 2-die block by the Bull Centaur against the number 7 Longbeard is going to be a push. We'll see us stand up in a 2-die block against the number 8 Longbeard, no doubt. A minute 5 to play in turn 16 for the Ardents of Nuffle. Five players to issue orders to. One is still prone. If he's thinking about blocking the ball carrier, it's an uphill block, but it worked out last turn. 2-die block. 2-die blitz with the number 5 blitzer. That frees up... Is this a lineman? A thrall. This frees up the number 10 thrall to do something with. He's just going to get some tackle. Oh, he's going to get some assist on a foul. Well done. Foul doesn't work out, and the thrower gets sent off for his trouble, but that's fine. Better that the thrower gets sent off on a foul than sent off on an injury. Turn 16, final turn of the game. The Horsemen are going to win it at least 1-0. We'll see if they try to make it 2-0. I don't see why not. Good hit by the number 3 tree man. Blitz is still on the table. War Dancer's in the end zone. There's the blitz and the Kastorf blocker to free up the would-be thrower here. So let's see how far he can get. He can make it a short pass with 2 GFIs. Well, it's still a short pass. So, short pass from here. It's a +1 on the pass. Couldn't complete it, and that'll be the game. 1-0. Good effort. And a fantastic game by both coaches. The final score 1-0. The Horsemen are gonna take it. Pretty even stats. 51 blocks succeeded, 48 blocks succeeded, 2 KOs inflicted, 3 injuries inflicted. Total yards advancing are just about even. Blocks sustained, just about even. Casualties, not so even. And that's where it worked out into Horseman's favor. Wow, look at all that. SPP 14 for the Horsemen, 9 for the Ardents of Nuffle. The die rolls, the Horsemen D6 die rolls, lots of them looking about even. Ardents of Nuffle looking even. Block dice for the Horsemen looking even, and the block dice for the Ardents of Nuffle looking slightly positive, but just about even as well. Really good game. That was so well played. That was really fun to watch. Congratulations to Wenger, but really congratulations to both coaches. That was really well done. It's often really hard to figure out how to play a mixed team because they're so janky. They're so like just really outside the bounds, the design bounds of the game, that it can be really hard to kind of figure out how they work. It can feel like playing like like X-Wing, like a miniatures game where you have years of pieces to choose from, and or maybe like Magic, right, where there's tons of cards and trying to min-max everything's really, really hard. But I gotta say, for two mixed teams here, these coaches played exceptionally well. It was super fun to watch. I hope you guys had fun too. What's next on the schedule? Why don't we see? Oh, look at that. We got the right monitor this time. Next up is going to be tomorrow, Friday, August 13th at 1 o'clock p.m. It's going to be a replay stream. It's Santa Swarm at Berserk Circus. And then on Saturday, August 14th at 9 o'clock p.m., a live stream of the Circus City Cadavers, coached by the current league champion, Nick Satan, at Griff's Griffs. 2 more games yet to be scheduled. The Wang Hangers Fire Pants at It's All Ball Bearings. I'm pretty sure it's going to be played at Sunday at some point. And then the Wang Hangers at News Team 6. I think they're playing tomorrow, but it will also be a replay game. And if they do play tomorrow, it will be a replay stream on Saturday before the Circus City Cadavers game. As always, SB Beaver says I'm taking bets on Friday's game. As always, the schedule will be posted on Twitch, on Twitter, and on Facebook. You can find links to those by issuing the commands right there on the screen. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys had a ton of fun, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for our game between Santa Swarm and Berserk Circus. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. Have a good night, guys.